I'm on.
I
I'm
am,
on
man.
Come on, dude. Get on it.
Matt, you don't understand how strong meat is. I've had to stop. I'm just drinking water.
Pathetic.
I have to like DM.
Detox.
Yeah. Like, Jesus
Pathetic.
Christ. I swear to God, it's stronger than wine.
I think we should get Drunken Logan to do it next time. That'd be interesting.
I fucking roll it. I don't shit.
40 minutes late, for God's sake.
Can we take a break for the next 20 minutes, please?
I will kill you and
Yeah,
your
please, can we have a break?
whole household.
I wish to prepare a 3-course meal. Can we take a break?
God's sake. Alright, fuck it. I'm starting the recap.
Brew my own beer.
Stop! Stop!
Let's go.
Stop!
What?
Okay, I just got a notification saying RousedPotato is streaming, so
Oh.
we're good.
Oh, you get those? Neat.
Yeah, on my phone because I'm technically following you apparently.
Ah, technically. It's the best kind of
I guess
right.
I needed to do that to go in your chat. Hang on, I'm gonna post something very important in your
Oh
chat.
dear. Don't leak my details like I do.
No?
I'll be very disappointed unless you put Rob Eats Ass.
Brilliant. Oh, it's classic.
There we go.
There we go. There it is.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect. Now we can start the recap.
Yeah.
Okay. So, when last we left our party, they had successfully found the tiefling scholar named Virtue and agreed to help him on his expedition to the ancient ruined city of Nexus. They first decided to head to the nearby city of Duskwatch, where they were attacked by a group of pirates en route. After some very long combat that included jumping between ships and crashing the Argosy into the pirate ship, with his Ott doing this, with his allies on it.
Hell yeah.
They finally defeated the pirates, and Yolia pulled the third eye from the captain's head, at which point she heard a voice that recognized her as Fate Touched. After resting and scolding Ott for his shenanigans, the party continued their journey, and mere hours away from their destination of Duskwatch, they spotted a lone, badly damaged mining ship. Just off from, so near to Duskwatch it's basically like an asteroid belt of these massive, like magically infused boulders that are used in the manufacture of airships called Skystone. Anyway, they found a lone, badly damaged mining ship. After investigating the ship, they found the sole survivor, who told them that his crew had found some sort of monastery within the asteroid field, the Skystone field, and when they tried to search it, they were attacked by planar pirates, who Virtue and Hyakin identified as a race called Githyanki, who are essentially like planar pirates. Apparently in ancient history, they used to be like a slave race, and then they rose up, and now they like travel between different planes, just being nasty pirate boys. So currently, all of you guys are on the Argosy, sort of just about, I don't know, an hour's travel away from the city of Duskwatch. You can see it in the distance. It's probably like triple the size of Sky Meadow, where you just came from. It's like an actual proper city. And what seems strange is the like half of the city just seems to be covered in this perpetual, like, very dark fog. The miner who you guys rescued is sort of taking shelter below deck where he's resting up. His head has been bandaged now. So, what would you guys like to do?
Sorry, where are we again?
You're currently on the Argosy,
but,
the
like-
ship that you guys have been taking back.
Can you draw it on the map, please?
No.
I was going to say, how far away are we from Duskwatch?
You're literally like an hour away. You can see the city from here.
But there's like
Like, you could just go there any time.
I was going to say, is there really nothing else we can do?
I don't know, you just want to strike out in a random direction.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Let's go.
I know, the thing is, you're kind of barking passage on someone else's ship at the minute.
So we'll just head to the Dust.
Be a second.
Dust Watch. There's probably no other reason to do anything else.
Okay. Is there anyone else who wants to do anything in the meantime, or should I just...
I want
Sorry,
to,
let me-
want to steal
let me
things.
Explain what I wanted to do as well as I want to flick my bean while this happens.
Pardon?
That's fair.
Bloody hell.
So Yolya disappears below deck for a little while.
No one follow him.
What? Whoa!
Turns out, actually, it's because cat's paws are like beans, and that's...
Oh. Ah.
Yeah.
Whatever tickles your skittle.
Wink!
Doing. Anyway.
I'm more concerned with the fact that Nick's character decided to follow me down
Oh, no.
while I went to do something personal.
It's for research.
This
Yeah, God, Hierarchin, have you never heard of personal space?
This is mommy's alone time. Piss off. Cat mommy needs time alone.
Yeah.
Maybe later we can have SS, but not now.
I'm gonna route around below deck to find some things I
Oh,
can
no,
steal.
he's coming down as well.
Oh my.
A different part of the deck.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I mean, you've already explored, like, the ship pretty thoroughly. Like, you know what's below deck is, there's currently, like, quite a lot of foodstuffs that have been taken, bought at Sky Meadow and have been transported to Duskwatch at the minute. There's a few dwarven-made cannons below deck, and, I don't know, just people swabbing the poop deck down there, doing other sailor stuff.
Is it? Does this ship have cannons?
There are 2 on either side.
Sweet.
And
You're gonna go blow
as
some-
well, last time you checked out the cannons, you found some muskets.
Sweet. Okay. I'm just gonna go tinker with these cannons while no one's really looking for me.
So
Sneak
here's
away.
the thing: you've done this before, and now the crew is wise to it. You're
It-
no longer allowed below deck without an escort. So the minute you try and go anywhere near the cannons,
Which kind of
someone
escort?
holds you back.
Which
Um,
which kind of escort?
Some big burly sailor boys.
Okay.
They're like ruggedly handsome.
Ruggedly handsome, brilliant.
Various different races, you know. There's some human. There's some, you know.
Can I sneak away?
You can try if you want.
All right. What do I need me to roll? Just go on to
Stealth.
stealth.
You can try and slink below deck with no one noticing you.
11.
Nope.
Damn it.
You try and slink below deck, and like, you just hear someone like half-heartedly go, "Someone follow that idiot." You have like, you're now flanked by like 4 guys.
What do you want? I'm just having a look around. Don't mind me.
Yeah. No, we have orders. You're not to go below deck without an escort.
On what authority?
On the first mates. Like, you remember when you almost set off all of our cannons, right?
No, that must have been someone else.
Great. We're gonna watch you and make sure you don't do. Okay, do you remember the time that you scattered ball bearings all over the deck?
Oh, yes, in self-defense.
What about the time you steered our ship into another ship?
Self-defense. The dreads of my own crew.
Okay, you are not going without an escort. We know what you're like now.
Okay, I'm just going to return back to the top deck
Okay.
and try and find a different entrance.
This miner has been sort of like sitting below deck, like he's wrapped up in a blanket at this point. He's like watching you, like, "Oh, the hell's this weirdo steal?"
Anyone want
Alright,
to?
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, if all the shenanigans are finished now, I will begin the description of Duskwatch.
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
So, as you come into Duskwatch, you see what is essentially the whole border of the island is surrounded by like a big stone wall, and dotted around this wall are various watchtowers. On the western side of the city, on like raised up on a hill, is a like big, quite impressive looking keep, and coming from like right in the middle of that keep is a large harbour tower, similar to the one you docked at Sky Meadow, but much larger. However, you do not approach this harbour tower. Instead, the Argosy circles around the island and approaches from the eastern side. And as you see the eastern side, it is very industrial. Like, not quite Industrial Revolution, but sort of just before it, when it was like very heavily built up and there were factories, but like no machines. So this, what you'd initially assume to be a fog cloud that covered half of the island, is actually more like smog. So the island is kind of divided into this very pristine military district on the eastern side, and then this very smoggy industrial district on the western side.
It feels like London covered in smog.
Yeah. It's not quite like as built up and like packed together as like smoggy Victorian London, but there is definitely a big social divide here. As you approach the eastern side of the island, you do see that there are large docks, which actually seem to not just be on the like the top surface of the island, but literally all the way down the like rocky face of this island as well. There's scaffolding built where ships are docked, and like cargo elevators, like driven by pulleys and levers or whatever, lifting things off ships constantly. It's like very bustling. And I will move you all to the map of Duskwatch, if that has worked.
Wow.
So, here we go.
Exactly like London.
Exactly like London.
Hey, look, it's St Paul's.
So, you guys arrive here at the main gatehouse, and you can see there's this, like, the whole the island is surrounded by a wall and watchtowers, but through the center, sort of splitting it into three, is this enormously thick wall. And it's got like these heavy portcullises right at the entrance by the docks, which there's like an immigration line basically slowing entrance into the city. You'll have to pass through. Yeah, you don't have visas yet, so.
Oh damn!
It's okay. I can make imaginary ones and trick them.
From different worlds, it's a problem.
Country of origin.
Beyond the portal.
I don't think you will have ever heard of it. But no, it doesn't so much seem to be like immigration so much as it is just checking like any dangerous cargo that might be coming in, anything like that. Particularly searching for like any sort of nasty magic.
None of us have nasty magic, do we?
No, you all have like normal magic.
Sweet.
You all have good boy magic.
Good boy magic. Excellent.
I find that offensive.
Shooting lightning bolts is definitely good boy magic, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Don't make you roll all those wild magic checks right now, Nick.
Oh yeah.
I got some catching up to do.
Yeah, by the way, you're forgetting about 20 wild magics.
Yeah.
All in one go.
So wait, so we're like on the other side, we gotta get like the no way past this silly immigration point.
Yeah, so currently you are here. Sort of here to the north of you is, it's literally like just a big smoggy area, but you can see lots of cargo being currently like carried to all of these big storage areas. Like there seems to be a massive like industrial thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's causing this smog? 'Cause it can't can't really be the boats, will it?
No, in fact,
they're
it
magic.
is to the south of you. This area marked number 4. It's loads of like, I mean, in real terms, you would call them factories, but I don't think any of you guys would really know the word factory. But
I come
they
from
are
a jungle, Logan. I have no clue what any of this is.
How
I read about it
condescending
once.
of you, Logan.
okay. Turns out actually Matt's character is from England.
70s Yorkshire.
Yeah. And as well, so the industrial district is much like the docks. It's sort of built both on the surface and as well into the side of the island. It sort of just like spreads out on this massive scaffolding. So you can see like all these open blast furnaces and stuff. And a lot of the ones nearer the edge of the island seem to be refining skystone.
Ooh.
Well,
What's
you know, they're
Skystone?
taking skystone and doing something with it.
Yeah, I was gonna. What is Skystone?
So skystone is, I mean, all you really know about it is it's a substance that is mined from these skystone fields, which is like that asteroid field you saw a little while ago, and
Do you know
it's
what it's used for?
you know that it's integral for making skyships.
Oh, right.
Like Virtue will have explained that much, but he's like he doesn't really know how skyships work. He knows they have a skystone core, and that somehow makes them magically fly. Like a core made of refined skystone. And like Olaf kind of showed you on the Argosy if you were curious, and it is literally this large. It's like it's more like a crystal than a stone in its refined. It's like this huge blue glowing, almost metallic crystal, and it's like the size of a decent sized almost boulder to keep a ship the Argosy afloat. The size of the Argosy afloat.
Well, okay, at this point I tend to Virtue, and I'm like, oh, okay, so right, we're here. It's whatever the hell this place is called again. What's the best way now? Duskwatch. What is the best way for us to be able to get through to then head on to Nexus from here then?
Well, we have two options really. First of all, we could get passage on someone else's ship, like what we have done until now.
Do we genuinely need a visa to get to this place?
No, you don't. It's more just like a checkpoint to check you're not bringing anything particularly dangerous into the city.
Fucking larpers.
Check you're not like a fucking monster or something in disguise.
So no one.
It hasn't.
I know I asked this like years ago, but no one wants to actually go to LARP, do they?
No.
No.
Okay.
I've always been kind of
Think about it
tempted.
for a minute.
I've always been kind of
Right.
tempted, but no. Anyway.
Virgin. So
Look,
fun.
LARPers is like the more outgoing version of D&D, so
Yeah, but
don't
it's
think
sadder
we of
'cause you
all
have to go
people
out
have-
of your way. I think it's sadder because of it.
I don't think we
No.
of all people have any room to like make fun of people here.
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
can.
we don't like
We're
it.
playing D&D.
I earn billions of pounds. I'm like, I own Rob. If that tells you how rich I am, I own the rich London
He
Bank.
does. He paid my parents.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Can I have some money, please?
No,
Oh,
you're just not allowed.
oh,
Fat pillock.
goddamn.
Oh, dear.
Sorry. Anyway, back to it. Do you want me to start? Can we start role playing now?
Yeah, like do whatever you
hardcore
want.
role-playing.
Do whatever you like.
Can I just jump off the ship? Take
Do
my
it.
lights off and just jump.
Okay.
Go and kill some random NPCs. Jump off the ship.
you-
Do all
you
of it.
jump off the ship, you plummet to your death, and now you have to roll a new character.
Oh dear, that's the next 3 hours.
No. Okay. I guess we kind of just wait until we get into harbor, I guess. Really?
Yeah. So, all right, we'll just like skip some time until like
Fast
you've,
forward.
fast forward until you've like moored up and they're starting to unload the ship now. It's like, so the docks provide, at least for a fee anyway, transportation for any goods which are on the shore. And Captain Olaf and Nadar seem to be like at least fairly well known as traders, so they like already know who to speak to, and people already know to let them through so that they can get stuff, sent straight through to warehouses. The miner who, well, I say rescued, the miner who you guys found half dead and brought him back on board the Argosy, comes to you and sort of like thanks you for saving his life. It's like, so have you guys ever been to Duskwatch before? I mean, this is my city. Like, you guys sort of got me back here. I probably would have crashed the ship and died on my own. So if you'd like, I can at least show you around the Innovation District. I can't get onto the military side.
You're
so
welcome,
easily,
and
but-
please do.
Speak for yourself.
Puff.
Yeah. So where? So, this is my deep voice because I'm role playing now. Where can we find?
It's canon.
It is canon. Where can I find new armor? This is getting a bit broken, to say the least.
Well, you're definitely in the right city for it. Duskwatch is a military-run city. The best place would be to look somewhere in the industrial district. I can show you to a decent blacksmith if you like. I mean, it depends on what sort of quality you're looking. You can have either mass-produced stuff or custom-made stuff.
Let's go for the custom made. I've got a bit of money in my pocket. I might as well.
I mean, if you were hoping to get something enchanted, there is an enchanters on, the military side of the walls, but there's nothing down this way.
Let's just see what comes.
Okay. So the miner whose name you still haven't asked will lead.
Shut up.
You rude bastards.
I'm pretty certain he would.
We
tell us
saved
to
his
say
life.
this.
He should be asking our names.
He should be internally grateful.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah. So he will lead Jeremiah away, and I think it's.
Maybe we asked his name during that fast forward bit.
Yeah, at this point, it's kind of awkward to ask his name, so I'll just say, hang on, I need to actually look at my notes.
Excuse me, mate. I didn't quite catch your name. What is it?
His name is Egon. E-G-O-N.
You all are welcome.
What a fucking shit name.
Wait, his name is Egon.
Egon.
Egon. E-G-O-N.
Yep.
Igor.
Hello, it's me, Igor. I am miner.
No, Igor, as in Frankenstein's fucking assistant.
I'd prefer Russian Igor. I mean, technically, in the original text, Frankenstein didn't have an assistant.
No, I'm
He had a chirpy, happy-go-lucky best friend.
No, yeah, and he was also not even joking, mega fucking gay.
Probably, yeah.
No, I'm not even joking. He killed. No, I'm not even gonna get into
No,
it.
wait,
I'll leave that here all day.
He had a childhood friend character, man. He was totally getting married
Yeah,
to
he
a
did.
woman.
Yeah, but he also created
And she
male
got murdered.
Frankenstein in the perfect male image. So I'm guessing he gave Frankenstein a fucking
He
mega
could be
dong.
he
And then
could
when
be
he had to
bi.
make Frankenstein a wife, he fucking destroyed it because he was like, "Oh, no, I don't like women," and genuinely destroyed it. He's an incel.
He can't
Bloody
be an
hell.
incel. He's getting married.
Yeah, but then his wife dies. He's like, "Oh no, my wife died. Oh fuck." Who's, by the way,
okay.
who's his sister?
Like,
Not
Matt,
even
we're getting off-
joking.
we're getting off
Adopted
topic now.
sister.
Yeah,
Guys,
still a sister.
That's fair.
Guys, we're getting
Okay.
off topic.
Yeah, that's why I said
Yeah.
don't get me started.
Getting off. Yeah, a little
We're
bit.
off on one anyway.
Okay.
Matt's
So
getting
yeah,
off.
Egon will lead Jeremiah off into the industrial district. After you guys get through, is there anything else anyone else sort of wants to check out, look out for? I assume like you guys will have got a decent look, sort of, at the city from above as you circled around it, so you'll know more or less the layout of it.
So what's in the sweeps?
So the sweeps is That's more of the not quite the leisure district, but it's the place where people from like this, from this poorer area will go. It's where like all the taverns and such are.
Sweet. What might you find in the innovation markets?
Innovation markets is just the name for the market district in this the innovation side of the island, this industrial side of the island.
Okay.
Is it where he's going to take us?
He's taking Jeremiah currently straight to area number 4, the actual industrial area, like the factories and that.
Right.
Do we have maps of the area?
The market's ahead of there, isn't it?
This is the map you have.
That is the map. Okay.
Like, I'm not going to spend 20 hours mapping.
No, I
out
mean,
every
do our
single
characters have maps? Can we get maps? I want a map.
You can probably find a map of the island.
I'm looking
That
for a
was so
map.
autistic sounding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was.
And it'd probably be in the innovation markets. You'd probably find something like that.
Map. Okay.
It wouldn't be like a scaled map, but it would at least like give you an idea of the layout of the island.
Yeah, it's like the Alton
One-
Towers
one
map.
scale
It's not
map.
to scale. It's good
Yeah.
enough.
No,
Yeah.
he wants to print it all out 1 to 1 and lay it down.
Yeah, over the top of the city.
Yeah. Find a field somewhere.
Yeah. In fact, if you buy a map, you can see that there are a couple of landmarks marked on it which aren't on this map. For example, within the sweeps, there appear to be 2 different taverns which are noted. One of them is the Crossed Pits, and the other one is the Lucky Fisherman.
I feel like we should buy a map now because you just told us.
I mean, I'm assuming that Rob has bought a map. It's going to be like,
Crossed.
what, a silver?
Crossed what? Pits.
The Crossed Picks.
Picks.
Pickaxes.
Right. Yeah.
And the
And
one is the Lucky Fisherman.
Lucky Fisherman. Alrighty.
The other thing you can see is in area 10, the government and military center, there's actually a temple to Istus.
What's Istus?
Istus is the goddess that
No,
dropped
no,
you guys all in this
a what?
godforsaken world.
A what to Istus? Did you say?
A temple.
Temple. Okay.
Yeah.
Istus Temple.
Would she expect a offering?
I was thinking that.
Would she?
Or a sacrifice.
Yeah. Sacrifice Jeremiah.
God fucking damn! I'm not having this again. But would she accept a sacrifice? Well, not a sacrifice, but an offering.
I mean, if there's a temple there, maybe you want to visit it. It's entirely up to you what you guys want to do or what you guys think.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
you guys are the
I think
ones
we
who
should
met
visit.
her and told
She
her
did
that she
bring us
fucked
here,
him.
after all.
Can we find an imp nearby? Was it an
Oh,
imp we
God,
met?
really.
You can find, like, some really dirty, like, short halflings.
Oh, okay. Leave the things alone.
Maybe if you dressed them up right.
Are you implying that we can go to this thing and tell her that she still fucked the simp?
Look, that's what you guys said, not me.
No, I'm pretty certain you just
Canonically,
explained that
she did not fuck the imp.
Canonically, she has fucked the simp now. My head canon is the real canon, so therefore.
In your head canon.
My head canon is the canon.
I want to
guys.
find some cannons. Is there any cannons on this?
You literally saw 4 of them.
Fuck's sake.
No. In the city.
You alcoholic.
Is there any cannons in the city? Not on this boat.
Yes, actually, there. I think in the towers there would more likely be ballistae, but sort of dotted throughout the walls. There's probably cannons,
Sweet. Okay.
especially the ones like surrounding the border of the city and within the keep.
I was gonna say internal walls or external walls.
Internal walls, I don't think they would put cannons.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna draw some cannons onto this map.
Okay, awesome. I mean, like, I have cannon tokens that I could use.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. Hang on. Check out my tokens.
Actually, just struck me. Why am I drawing on this snipping tool capture when I can just put things on the map?
That's a good question.
I wonder if
Why
I
are you
can see
doing that?
anything.
I know you can't see anything because it's all on the snipping tool.
Right, let's go. Let's go get this armor.
Okay, yeah. So, I'd say that most of the places here, so they'll create like a mixture of mining tools and sort of weaponry that's supplied to the military and to various characters within the innovation side of the Lucky Fish Million area. So, anyway,
Right. Yes.
within the innovation side of the city. But there are some which supply like more luxury goods, or some which will supply cheaper but sort of much lower quality, more likely to break stuff. So he'll sort of ask you, what sort of price range you're looking at.
I'm happy to spend up to 200 gold.
Okay, his jaw drops. 200 gold. Okay, 200. Yeah, I know where I can take you. And he takes you.
Out back. He's gonna do some stuff to you.
Steal
No,
some of it.
actually, he doesn't take you to the industrial district at all. He takes you right to sort of the back of the sweeps, right here by the wall. There's like this small out of the way blacksmiths, and he's like, so my buddy Adric owns this place. He's a half. He kind of wanted, like, he wishes he was a dwarf, and he's kind of sensitive about the whole half elf thing. Anyway, he's a really good blacksmith. He makes lots of custom made stuff for like higher ups in the military. Whenever they want something that's functional rather than fancy, they come over here. And he just like knocks on the door, and like it's not quite a gruff voice so much as it's kind of a girly voice trying to sound gruff.
Like my
invites
my
you in.
RP
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah, like that.
Exactly.
It's like he's putting on a gruff voice. Invites you in. And when you get in there, you see he's quite clearly a half-elf, and half-elves have kind of like human builds, but elven ears, and so like they're a little bit taller and a little bit thinner normally. But this guy, instead of being tall and thin, he's kind of short and fat, but not like short and fat enough to be a dwarf, just like 5'6".
What did you say his name was?
Adric.
Adric.
Adrik. And he looks at him and goes, "Oh, Egon, think you could afford any of my stuff? What brings you in here?"
I need armor.
I'm like,
The best armor money can buy.
okay, the best. Okay. Oh, I've got a few pieces. I mean, I don't do enchantment. I'm not a magical guy, but I've got some stuff that could be enchanted quite easily. I've got some stuff with Skystone actually infused into the metal, which gives it magical properties. It makes it easier to enchant, but that's going to be pricey.
You're selling it pretty well. What have you got?
Okay. Let me just have a look in the back, and I'll give you some answers here. Just
Oh, look at your back. Fuck you.
look through this notebook. So he brings out a set of plate mail armor. In fact, he brings out two different sets. One is unenchanted plate mail armor, and the other one is Skystone infused, which will basically make it +1 armor, plate mail armor. So he says to you that the ordinary plate mail armor will be 700 gold. The +1 would be 1,000, or the Skystone infused plate mail armor would be 1,000 gold pieces. That's my top of the line stock. I mean, like if
What
you've
can
got
I get
something
for
else in
200
mind.
pieces? Gold pieces.
Okay, well,
He's just laughing at
200.
me, peasant.
200 gold pieces. I could get you. Let me have a look at what I've got. And
If it's chainmail, I'm gonna get fucking angry.
you hear it. He sees you like are currently wearing chainmail. He's like, well, I mean, I've got some splint mail which is unenchanted. If you want, I could work Ethereum into, I could work Skystone into your chainmail to improve that. So
What was the first thing you mentioned?
Splint mail.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of, yeah, it's sort of like narrow strips which are riveted to leather. It's stronger than chainmail, but not as good as plate.
Do you have any plate armor?
Yeah, the plate armor is just the ordinary plate armor is 750. So.
Right, I'll go for the splint armor.
Okay, the splint mail armor, that would cost you 250 gold.
What is his AP?
Sorry, say that again, Matt.
What's his AC? Sorry.
The AC on splint mail is 17.
I'm literally paying 200 fucking gold for an extra piece of extra AC.
Yep.
Smart boy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
He's doing it. He's making it canon.
Are you?
That's first. Like, this is. I want to point out, an extra AC is a big deal.
Yeah, I was about to ask, how much does that add?
It means basically they have to roll one higher. So the thing is, with the unenchanted splint mail, is it means it can be enchanted later. So
Can I try and Can I do a charisma check and try and get the money down?
Absolutely. What would you like to say to it?
I can do 225. So I'm going to lowball it. See what I can do. What do I need to roll for this then?
Yeah, make me a persuasion check. I don't think you're asking for anything unreasonable here, so it's not going to be like incredibly hard DC. Just make me a persuasion. In fact, you can have advantage because you've come in with Egon as well.
Plus advantage to.
So roll again and take the higher of the two.
Oh yeah, 12. It's not bad.
It's not enough to get 225. He says, I mean, I got to make my money somehow. Mining out in the Skystone fields is pretty expensive. I had to, buy in a lot of material at, higher cost. I can do for 230.
230 is a done deal.
All right. So, you can change. In fact, he will. He takes a look at your chainmail and he says, I mean, your chainmail looks like it's seen better days, but it is decent craftsmanship. I bet I could fix it up. I'll pay you, if you wanted to part with it, I could give you 20 gold for it.
Persuasion check, let's go.
All right.
Let's see if I can try and let's try and get it up to 50.
Okay.
That's a high ball. Actually, let's go for 40. Otherwise, he will just tell me to fuck off. Do I get advantage on this again?
Nah, you already had your advantage for coming in with Egon.
13.
I can do you 30 gold.
Deal.
All right, so it's just a straight 200 gold for the splint mail then.
Yeah.
And you can change your chain mail to splint mail, and it has a base armor class of 17, which I think gives you an AC of 19 now, or 18 now? I think 18.
I think so, yeah.
You have the cloak of protection.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right,
if you
cool.
get a shield, you can put that up to 20.
Good deal, my man. I'll give the man a handshake and I'll say, in other days.
He says, if you look into upgrade your hardware, I do various shields. I do make swords and such for the knights over here. I mean, particularly they're fond of, they call them moonlight blades, but it's long swords which have had refined skystone worked into the metal. They shine at night.
How much are we talking for one of these?
For a Moonlight Blade,
Mm-hmm.
it would count as a +1 longsword. Says it'd be 200 gold for one of them.
Haha. In other days when I've got more money, gentlemen.
Of course, sir. How's about shields then? Or are
How
you
much charging
strictly
for
a
shields?
greatsword sort of man?
I'm a strictly great sword man.
Alrighty then. In that case, I shan't waste your mind. It was a pleasure to friend.
Pleasure to make deals with you, my good sir. Then I exit. Then I RP walk out the front.
You RP walk out of the building,
Yeah.
out onto
It's
the
like
smoggy
moonwalk.
street.
Moon walks out.
What's your passive perception, Matt? So if you look at your skill sheet, there is your perception in green is just your bonus, and then in blue next to it is
11.
your passive. 11. There is something you've sort of noticed as looking like around the city, and it seems to be like maybe there's a lot of people wearing like gang colors or something, like a lot of people wearing like, I don't know, red handkerchiefs somewhere on their body, or wearing like 2 rings next to each other, or like 2 metal bands next to each other somewhere on their body. Like especially all throughout the sweeps.
Can I make a perception check then?
What are you looking for specifically?
Weapons.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. I'll take the first one out of that. 16. You see no
Why is it doing that again? I don't know.
I
Go.
I can fix that. Hang on. You don't really see any like heavily armored, heavily armed people, but you do see a lot of people like who are carrying weapons which could be concealed, like daggers, hand crossbows.
Are any of them
especially among some of the people who appear to be like sailors or mercenaries, and especially among these people who appear to be wearing gang colours. They seem to like carrying much smaller weapons.
Are any of them eyeing me up? Basically, seems I walked out with like 200 quid, splint mail.
They've definitely taken notice of you, but it's like no one seems to approach you. But there are definitely eyes on you, especially like some of the people amongst them who seem to have their wits about them definitely take notice of you and like, you know, make note of, oh, maybe he's someone to look out for.
Okay.
And it's not like everyone on the street, but it's like as you've passed by, you've seen maybe half a dozen, or maybe a dozen different people wearing various like what might be gang colours.
Okay. I guess I just walked to try and find the others.
Yep. So what has everyone else been doing at the time? I know Ott went off to buy a map.
Yep. Don't know if I found one yet. Have I?
Yeah, you found one. That's where you found one.
Say, do you want me to roll? Sure.
It was like 1 silver. You bought it off a crazy old miner.
Oh, okay. Let me.
It's like, oh, you can have my map. For
Oh, it's. How old's that map?
I'm 29.
1 silver. Okay.
I just love
maps.
You bought it off Tingle, actually.
Tingle? What?
From Legend of Zelda. Rob types into Google Images if you don't already know.
Okay.
He's the greatest.
Is that
Brilliant? Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
That's great.
He's just like a 40-year-old man, a skin-tight green leotard who floats around on balloons and sells maps.
Yeah, like you have a job.
I float around on balloons in a skin-tight green leotard, so...
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Oh, I'll sell you some maps.
I'm gonna continue searching around. for a. Let's try and rustle up some people in a bar.
Okay, so
So I'm gonna go to the Lucky Fisherman.
you're gonna go to the Lucky Fisherman.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the whole of the sweeps in particular, it doesn't seem like massively unsavory, but it's somewhere that, like, you, especially you, because you're quite like,
I am quite
well
upper class
versed in criminal. You're like a charlatan, and you're like 200 years old, so like you know a seedy place when you see one.
Yeah.
And this place is somewhere that you want to, keep an eye on your coin purse.
Yeah. I think there's no banks here, is there?
They're not in the sweeps.
Oh, not in the sweeps, of course. Yeah, but I mean, in this city, the Squatch.
Maybe on the military side there might be a bank where there's some actual money, but
I do want to.
So, yeah.
I want to swindle some people, but no one in the sweeps is going to be more powerful than me.
You don't know. There seems to be quite a few people who are carrying weapons of various types, but nothing like. There's no one wearing like an enormous set of plate mail armor, carrying an axe that's the size of you. Like, there's no one that terrifying looking.
Okay, brilliant. It's still got Mage Hand. Happy. Okay.
But when you go into the Fisherman, you see it's actually kind of less seedy than the rest of the place. There's like a balcony up that on a floor above that overlooks sort of the whole like dining area in the center of the inn, with various rooms dotted about it. There's various patrons who seem to be. It's not quite a family restaurant, but there does appear to be families eating here. And one thing that's kind of weird is if you go up to the bar, the bartender is this elven woman. She appears to be in sort of like the elven equivalent to her mid-40s, but like when she looks at you, like her face lights up and she starts acting like really friendly, like speaking to you like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in ages."
Oh dear.
She knows you.
Oh dear. Am I disguised as someone that she recognizes, or she thinks she recognizes?
You really doubt it. Like, even if you were disguised as someone as a halfling, it'd be someone from your world. But actually, your class is rogue, so probably you'd be the only one who'd know this. This is actually a thieves' cant thing. It's a rogue thing, where basically thieves have a secret language that they use to encode messages, and basically what she's doing is, greeting you with this feigned familiarity to try and establish contact. If you would know that if you were to reply, as though you knew her, then it would tell her that you're in the know as well. It would tell her that you're also a thief.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go. It's you, Sandra. Good evening.
I haven't seen you in ages. How are the kids doing?
Oh, they are marvelous. Growing up as old as ever. It's crazy. How have you been? The husband?
I'm not gonna roleplay out this whole like.
Okay, good. Fantastic.
Skip to the thieves' can is like
Okay.
through this coded fake familiarity thing. Is like she basically asks you, is there anything she can do to help you? Do you need anything in the city? Do you need to know anything?
Right. So I want to know some of the wealthy people.
Okay.
The names of them.
In that case, she will point you to sort of a table in the where people appear to be playing cards, and she says that if you join in the game, you'll be able to find some information, which means if you lose on purpose and lose some money, gain information of the value of that money.
So what if I lose and lose and lose, gain some information, then suddenly win it all back?
That's I mean, you look, and no one's actually looking at their cards. They're not actually playing cards. They're just pretending to play cards.
Oh, they're just sitting
to
there.
exchange money.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So it's not so much like you could actually lose money doing it based on your luck. It's more just like if you pay money through this guise of playing cards, you could gather information because you're a rogue.
Right. Okay. I'm going to go to this slightly secluded looking corner of the bar.
I mean, it's still like it's a fairly nice bar. You don't think anyone would really try and start a fight in here? Like,
Right.
There are families here and such. It's not like a dirty corner of the bar. It just more seems to be a group of friends who are, playing a game of cards at the table, and they greet you as well, like you were an old friend. And, they offer you a seat, offer you to join in, and ask you how much you'd like to put down.
Right. Hang on. Let's have a look. What do I have? How much is an EP again? What is it?
Electrum piece. I think it's half a piece.
It's what?
Half a gold piece.
Half a gold piece. Right.
So 5 silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna edge slowly closer to them and kind of listen in on what they might be talking about. I take it I'm gonna have to roll a.
So rather than
stealth?
joining in the conversation, you're just going to try and go up and okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm
make
gonna
a stealth check
listen
and
in.
make a perception check.
Okay.
So make the stealth check first, just to see if you can get close.
13.
Yeah, okay. I'll
Sorry,
go with that.
17 stealth and 13 perception.
So I'll roll for them as well because they are rogues. Yeah, no, they do not notice you. I just got a natural 5, so I'm not going to bother adding anything to that. Yeah, so you hear, and they are, exchanging information between themselves, and you were able to catch a few snippets of conversation. You hear news has already started to spread about the mining ship that was, attacked that you came across. One of them mentions they expect probably travel out of the city will be blocked for a little while then, until this is all resolved. You heard that priestesses from the Temple of Istus have been going out searching for someone with a bow.
Say who again?
Oh, that must be me.
Say that again.
Priestesses from the Temple of Istus have been setting out throughout the city looking for someone with a bow.
Wait, did you say someone with a bow?
Yeah, with a bow.
Right, okay. Sorry, you kept cutting out in between with and bow.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, other than that, you're able to, glean, various pieces of information. You're able to get the, the name of the guy who runs the city. If I can find it. If not, I'm just going to... That's fine. I'll change it later. His name is going to be Arturo, and he's an elf. He's actually a noble from the Citadel of the Moon who was just sort of given the city to be a magistrate of.
How do you spell Arturo?
Arturo. A-R-T-U-R-O.
Arturo.
Yeah, Arturo Duskwatch.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
Because the thing is, elves are a bajillion years old, so the founders of this city will have just named the city after themselves, so probably his dad founded the city.
Exciting. Okay.
I don't know, you don't know off the top of your head.
No, yeah, that's fine. I'm just making notes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I think just listening in with you're able to glean, travel off the city is probably going to be shut down pretty goddamn soon because of this thing in the Skystone Field, and the priestesses from the Temple of Istus have been going out looking for someone with a bow.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go and strike up a conversation on something that they were talking about, but I'm gonna seemingly pretend to know nothing about.
Okay. So yeah, as soon as you like walk up to them and make yourself known, they greet you like a friend and they offer you a game and offer to sit down.
Okay.
If you try and strike up a conversation, they tell you the buy-in is going to be 1 silver piece.
Okay.
What are you doing, Rob? Are you playing? Are you?
Am I playing poker? Maybe.
Yeah, sure. They're playing a card game. They're playing poker, but not actually playing poker.
Okay, right. Yeah, I'm gonna get into the conversation. So I'm gonna spend a silvery piece.
Okay. Yeah. So they basically tell you that in fact, which specific piece of information are you acting like you don't know anything about?
So, I'm trying to think if I should pretend to be new to the city. Well,
that's not pretending.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. If I should admit to being new to the city or pretend to know not much about what's going on, despite living here, kind of thing. So I'm gonna pretend to be what I'm not. So I'm gonna pretend to be from around here, just not knowing the. Is it common knowledge like this stuff?
He's not even from around here.
I mean, this is just like
they're gonna do.
Current local gossip. You don't know. These guys seem to be information brokers. You'd assume they would know the ins and outs of what's going on, but they probably wouldn't know every single person in the city.
Yeah. All right. Good. So I'm just gonna be like, I heard, hello, gentlemen. I heard there's been some issues with the transport in and out of the city. What's been going on around there? Those
well, you
parts.
certainly got your finger on the pulse to already know about this. I mean, we only just found out ourselves, but yeah, there was some incident. A bunch of like miners, like the rumor is they got kidnapped or something by like ghosts or pirates or ghost pirates.
Goodness, sounds dangerous.
Skystone Fields, but yeah, the best reckoning is that the City Watch is going to stop all transport out before this ghost ship makes an appearance anywhere near the city. And like the whole point of the city is, is to keep watch on the Skystone Fields and make sure nothing really nasty comes out and threatens the Elven Dominion.
Huh. Wait, what is the Elven Dominion? Do I know this stuff?
I mean, you could guess it's a territory that's controlled by elves.
Right.
And you know that there's the 4 citadels, the nearest one being the Citadel of the Moon, which are ruled by elves.
Okay. I'm really trying to plan how I RP this shit.
Okay.
So this what did you say, ghost boat, was it?
We don't know exactly what it looks.
We don't know, okay.
But yeah, something's gone on in the Skystone Fields, which isn't entirely unusual, but the weird thing is that there was a survivor. Like, accidents happen, magic's unstable in the Skystone Fields. We get it. Like, explosions might happen, miners might, their harnesses might suddenly stop working, they might fall. But it's just weird that a group of pirates came out and kidnapped a bunch of miners.
So it sounds like there's a conspiracy against the miners, or how does it...
I tell you what. You know what? I'm gonna raise the pot a gold piece.
Okay. Well, am I losing
a gold piece in, or are you gonna fold?
I'm gonna put a gold piece in.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, the miners did find this strange monastery in the Skystone Field. Like, this is what the survivor was babbling about on the streets while they came in. There was this monastery that they found, and they couldn't quite make it to the monastery when they were ambushed by this ship. and then the survivor, I don't know, he hid or something, and then came off and escaped. He never even went anywhere near this monastery. But who knows what sort of crazy stuff is going on? Portals open up all the time in that field. It could have gone to a completely different plane and found something crazy over there.
Fascinating.
And this lines up pretty accurately with the story that you were told by this survivor when you brought him on the ship. Like, it's impressive that they've been able to gather this much information in like an hour since you got on to the.
Well, these guys are all in the know, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Well, it's been very interesting talking to you, gentlemen. I guess I will see you around.
Yeah, and to you. Don't be a stranger, man. You know where to find us whenever.
Of course.
We're always happy to have a game with an old friend.
So where is...
Nervous laughter.
Of course. Where is this bar? And I'm just trying to make some notes of this weird encounter that I've made.
You're currently in the Lucky Fisherman. It's in the Sweets District.
Okay, cool. Cool. Right, that's me done for the time being.
Okay. What is anyone else doing within the city? We've had Jeremiah buying some new gear. We've had Ott fooling around and trying to gather some information.
I think I'm just going around the market, really.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you're looking for around the market?
Probably restock some arrows and maybe find some supplies like food and stuff. Maybe something that tastes better than gruel.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, actually, already shipments of food from Sky Meadow have come in. From the Argosy, they've already been transported into the markets, and they're starting to sell, fresh vegetables from Sky Meadow, and they're just like really weirdly expensive for like corn and lettuce, like silver pieces just for like what's basic foodstuffs, as far as you're concerned. It's literally like a silver piece for 20 arrows, though, because there's just loads of weapon trading throughout this whole city. People stocking up mercenaries, stocking up like bodyguards for the miners themselves trying to defend themselves, and then there's a massive military presence on the island. So like, there's no shortage of weapons to find.
Excellent. I think I'll grab a bunch of arrows then.
Yep, that's a silver piece for 20 arrows. So, you can get as many as you want.
For 20 arrows, I think that'll be fine.
Yep, that'll last you a little while.
So 1 silver piece. I haven't got any silvers.
It's 10 silver per gold. Like, people can give you change. It's fine.
Okay.
So, like, you could mark off a gold piece and add 9 silver.
Okay, and then I get 20 arrows. Where do I keep those?
If you go to your weapons tab, just add 20 to the amount of bows you have. Oh, weapons tab. Sheet. Yeah, so it says flame strings bow. You have ammo 20. That'll be fine.
Cool.
What's Hiarkin doing at the minute?
Yes, I'm off mute. That's one thing. I followed the first guy to that shop where he bought the armor.
Okay, so you've been sort of sticking out with Jeremiah.
I've been looking around outside, doing a bit of window shopping.
Okay. What's your passive perception? To see, I mean, like, I suppose Jeremiah would have pointed out all these like gang colors to you as well. Like, there seems to be a lot of people like who are associated with rogues. and such.
Yeah, I did notice that. There was a lot of people standing on the edge of the street looking a bit suspicious.
And it's not just like, hooded figures. It's just like ordinary people might be wearing like 2 rings on one finger or something, or, like 2 like armbands or something, like iron armbands, or might have like a bandana tied.
Yeah,
just
to
below
change
the
that
knee or
quickly.
something.
2 armbands.
Yeah.
Iron armbands.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. It's, or just like, a bandana tied below, like a red neckerchief or something.
Interesting. So I kind of want to find out more about these different gangs and maybe where they're coming from.
Okay.
But I also want to try and pick up some armor because I don't think I've got any in it.
I don't know. The thing is, as a cloth boy, like, I don't think you're proficient with armor. So if you had armor, you wouldn't be able to cast your spells.
Okay.
You can get a spell called like mage armor, which will increase your armor class, but mostly your thing is just like staying out of the way of getting hit.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, I'll walk around a bit more, see if there's anything interesting to spot or any more groups of people that I might think are worth investigating.
I mean, do you want to try and approach one of these people wearing gang colours, or?
It sounds a bit dangerous.
No.
Yeah, sure.
Have you waited for Jeremiah to get back to you, or are you just going while he's in the shop?
Yeah, I'll leave him to it. I want to go and find out what's going on.
Okay. So, like, what's weird to you is as soon as you approach one of these people, it's, I don't know, like, say a young woman who's got like this red polka dot, like, it's like a pocket square sticking out of like her jacket or something. She like immediately greets you like really friendly, like as though she's known you for a long time. It's like, oh, mate, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in ages. How are the kids? And it's like, you've never met this woman in your life. This is weird.
Okay. Do I know anything about this secret secret handshake like the other guy did, or not really?
I mean, you don't have like Thieves' Cant. You could try and make an intelligence check just to see if you've ever heard of Thieves' Cant, and maybe that's what this is. But you wouldn't be able to speak it yourself.
Okay. Can I roll an intelligence check anyway then, just to kind of understand why she's doing that? Because I clearly don't know who she is.
Yep.
So it's not loading.
It'll just be on your core stats. Just roll a d20 and add your intelligence. So d20 plus 2. Okay, that's a natural 18 plus 2. So yeah, that's 20.
Right.
So yeah, you will have heard of Thieves' Cant. You'll know that like people who are trained in unsavory arts or people who belong to like thieves guilds and stuff will often like use this secret language, and you know that a key component of it is feigned familiarity.
Yeah.
But like you wouldn't know like specific code words, and you wouldn't be able to hold a conversation on your own.
Okay, I can just kind of just smile and acknowledge her, but be a little bit confused then, I suppose. Like,
yeah, like she picks
do I
up
know
the
you,
hint.
or-
Like it's like, okay, this guy isn't a customer. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's up, man? I mean, how's life? What can I help you with?
Well, I'm just kind of new around here, you know, just checking the place out. Is there anywhere you'd recommend?
I mean, like, to drink, to eat, to stay. What you after?
Just a bit of sightseeing, really. See what's here.
I mean, you're on the wrong side of the wall for sightseeing. If you can get to the other side of the wall, it's a hell of a lot more pretty, man.
Might be in the wrong place then.
All right, great. In that case, I'll catch you later, or
yeah,
or is there something else I can help you with?
Yeah, maybe a bite to eat. I'm waiting for my friend around here, but he's taken a while in this shop, so.
You know it's bad when Logan starts rolling dice.
Yeah, something bad's gonna happen if I stay around too long.
No, what you do notice actually is there is another man. You see him like out of the corner of your eye, but he doesn't do a very good job of like staying out of your line of sight wearing a pocket square, and he seems to be not like sneaking up behind you, but
Is he
getting.
wearing the same square as the lady I'm talking to?
Yeah, he seems to be wearing the same gang colours as the lady I'm talking to, and he's not closing in on you, but he is sort of keeping an eye on you, keeping behind you, and trying to stay out of your line of sight, and waiting for a signal from her. But she will tell you that
What did
there's
I
basically...
tell you, Nick, about talking to kids in gangs?
Getting a bit worried now.
Yeah. There are two like nice pubs where someone like you might want to go. There's the Lucky Fisherman, which is more of a family establishment, I guess. It's sort of like a place where the people who live down here would take their families. It's not like a nice family restaurant, but it's the closest thing they have. Or there's the Crossed Picks, which is like a workers' bar, like a dive bar, basically, where people come after working in the factories, or miners come after getting back to port.
Okay. If she's told me about the Lucky Fisherman, I'll head over there. But first of all, I'll head back to the shop to I can't remember what his name is, the guy who's in there, just to tell him where I am so he knows where I've gone. I'm waiting for him.
Okay. As you turn around, this guy who was behind you sort of steps in and blocks you away. And it's like, so yeah, the thing is, this this friend of yours, he asked me to give you a message. He said he's going to be in there for a little while. He asked you to actually escort you to the bar if you'd like to come with us. I mean, yeah, it's our good friend, you know, your good friend, Rodney.
Yeah, sure.
The one who's in the bar, Rodney.
Rodney?
Yeah, the one who just went into the one who just went into the shops that you.
Is there any chance of me running away?
You want to try and run away?
Run to the shop.
Yeah, run back to the shop.
All right.
I don't like.
So he's like blocking the path between you and the shop. So if you wanted to try and like tumble around him, you can make either an athletics or acrobatics check.
How far away is the shop?
I mean, you're like, I don't know, 10, 15 feet. If you can get past this guy, you can get into the shop, all right.
If I go past him, close to the shop, could I maybe knock on the window so that someone could try and look out in case it doesn't work out?
At one point, can I just...
Alex, stop wasting your d20s.
Yeah, jeez.
Your nat 20s.
Just, I was rolling to see if I get a 50-50, and it was higher ones as I was walking around at this point, and I see this happening. I'm like...
Are you going to see if you can come and save me?
I walk up and say, Jorgen, how are you today? What seems to be the issue?
You know, that's fair. You rolled 2 natural 20s in a row. I can say by pure coincidence, Yolya has also come to the same area.
Bloody hell.
Thank God he's here. Yeah, do you want to come with me to the Lucky Fisherman? I say kind of nervously.
I think I can read the air right. Say.
As soon as Yolya comes, like they're like, all right, cool. They back off. They're like, oh man, if you've already got an escort, we'll make our leave.
Yeah, and don't come back.
Big muscular cat woman.
I let them walk off.
Yeah, don't come back.
I'll be like, it's a good thing I was walking past at this point. God knows what they would have done.
It's probably about this time that Jeremiah will come out and, you know, his brand spanking new splint mail armor.
Can I what check would I have to be so I can get the light in such a way it just blinds them?
Make like a charisma check, I think. You know, like appear really radiant.
What do I need to do? What should I roll? Just a saving throw?
No, just so there's 2 columns. There's mod and save mod.
Yeah.
Add the one that's next to charisma in just the mod column.
God damn it!
Oh wow!
Jorgen, you have 19 charisma, by the way.
Oh, I could have just sweet talked my way out of it.
God damn, you are one handsome boy, apparently.
Wow.
God damn.
So, Matt, you just walk out and you try to say...
You're like, you can see, it's like a kid with a mirror. And
shifting his
Yeah, that's
chest
exactly
to
what I
try
wanna
and
do.
catch the
It's
light.
like, it's like pushing out his chest. I'm like, you really want tits? I can help you.
That's exactly what I was going for, though. I wasn't expecting like to melt you like fucking Helios one, but right there we go. I'm happy.
So you
Alright,
come out
cool.
and do nothing, and I just look at you like fucking idiot.
Did anyone actually buy? Did anyone actually buy anything? Or was it just me?
I mean, basically just you.
People? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't buy.
I-
anything.
You're the only one who bought anything massive.
I didn't buy anything. I spent 2 silver though.
I was gonna
No,
say, I
a
have
silver
no
and a
use-
gold.
Oh, silver and a gold. Oh,
Why
right.
did you even do it? Was it just playing poker and failing?
It was buying information.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I
Thought
should.
Rob was useful. God damn.
Whether or not the information is useful, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Right, hang on. Let me just
relevant.
fix my one of them. One of them. Okay. Silver and a gold. I
So
spent.
yeah,
yeah.
I guess everyone is going to meet up at the Lucky Fisherman.
Yep. And I
Guess
thank
so, yeah.
everyone for possibly saving my life on the way.
Yeah.
Oh wait, everyone's converging on where I currently am. Can we go to the cross picks?
You can, yeah, I guess like if you meet up, or meet
we
up
could
at
meet
the
them
Lucky
outside.
Fisherman, you can go and check out the other bar if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys all by pure coincidence run into Ott right as he leaves the Lucky Fisherman, and like he's got like some swagger to him. He's just been doing his rogue thing, gathering information. And, I don't know what. Will you fill in
Snivelling.
the rest of the party on what you learned?
Sure, I will try to do what I can for my notes. So, I met some people at the at a table in the Lucky Fisherman, and they had told me some news has spread about the mining ship. This is in relevance to my ship being attacked by some what were they called?
Oh, the like race that attacked it.
Yeah.
Well, you knew this, and the information brokers didn't. But they're a race called Gith Yankee.
Okay.
Gith Yank I.
Okay. As we all know, as the Gith Yankee, there's also a travel being blocked from the city in relevance to this situation, which we have no timescale as to when this may be released again. Also, the priestess from the Temple of Istus has been looking for someone with a bow. So, if you guys have any these weapons of sorts, I'd probably discard them. Just in case you run into issues with the priestess men.
My long sword's just on my back.
I was gonna say, it's
Does
like,
it
I've
count?
been out
Great
as well.
sword, sorry.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I think we all have bows. Do I? I'm pretty sure everyone has
No,
a bow.
I don't have a bow. I don't use bows. The only one, I was gonna say the only one I know who
I have a short bow.
No, I haven't
a
got
lot
one.
is Risu.
Yeah, exactly.
I point that out. I'm like,
A few new bolts.
Risu has a magic bow.
Yeah.
Magic bow.
then
Maybe they're looking for her.
I really want to enchant. I suppose it's going. My mace.
Place.
I point out obviously the fact that you said like they're trying to close down. I was like, I would like us to leave the city quite early after obviously seeing what nearly happened with
Oh yeah, they were
was like,
super gonna
I
mug
don't-
you, by the way.
I was,
Yeah, I'm not exactly wanting to stay around for long.
I was like, I would prefer if we did not stay for much longer. We have
Yeah.
to. I would like us to leave early because I do not trust what's going on in this area. Just on that, seeing that happen alone.
I love that. I'm just oblivious because all I did was look.
You're just like a 2-year-old little bird who's been wandering around the
And
street.
you were someone else completely.
Yeah.
You've got really good perception, but you'd be like, huh, these people are dressed weird. Wonder why I get this.
Yeah.
How do I join one?
It's like she comes back to this and goes, guys, what's a gang?
What does it mean to get?
What's a cocaine?
What does it mean to get ganked?
What's a shanking?
Guys, guys, I got shivved today.
Sounds bleeding.
I know what that means.
Guys, I heard someone say they're gonna shiv me. What does that mean?
Okay. So,
Someone said I was going to go for a mugging. What's that about?
I mean, I do love tea.
Someone said they're going to give me a pair of concrete shoes. What does that mean?
They told me I was going to be swimming with the fishes. What does that mean?
I don't like swimming.
Fine.
Anyway, as you were.
Oh man.
Yeah. So. All right. After that, after you had your discussions.
Yeah, sure.
Discussions debated whether or not the Temple of Istus is looking for Risu.
I mean, looking
You
for
guys-
very much info.
Yeah, they're like fucking birds, man.
Fucking birds,
Stop.
man.
I mean, if you're gonna look for someone with more description, perhaps saying a bird person would be easiest to describe rather than person with a bow.
Birdman.
That's true.
Birdman.
Well, they might not be searching for you. You don't know. They just said someone with a bow.
Rip Birdman. Bird person.
Bird person.
Bird law.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
this is an equal rights bird population. Birdman is derogatory. It is bird people. Get it right.
Bird person.
Bird
Well,
person.
now he's Phoenix person.
Yes.
Did you say he?
Yeah. Rick and Morty, man. For God's sake, Rob. I know you have 200 IQ.
What?
And a love for whatever the what's it's called.
Okay. Anyway, so you guys all head to the picks. I'm just gonna say that probably Virtue will have stuck with Yolia, just because she's the protective one out of the group, and he's a big old coward.
That's nice. I'm his big cat mommy.
Yeah. So, you guys all head to the cross picks, and it's again like the whole area is very Whitechapel sort of area. This place is much more of a dive bar. You can see it's like bustling a lot more than the Lucky Fisherman was as well. Like as opposed to that place had like all tables, it seemed like almost a family restaurant. This place is just like bars, and the only people sat at tables are just can get their tables, like laughing and chatting and being rowdy. You do actually see a few crew members of the Argosy, and looking around, you actually see Olaf and Nadar sat at one of the table, like chatting and laughing.
Should we go sit with them?
Should we go on
Is there enough
over?
room on the table?
Yeah, no, like as soon as you like come within visual range, they'll wave you over, enthusiastic.
Yeah, let's go sit with them then.
Classic.
I mean, Olaf's face goes a bit sour when he sees Colt, but
Me.
because you crashed his goddamn ship. He's like, good. Olaf is like, good. I was hoping to see all you guys again at some point. Went on your ways. I wanted to say, some advice to you because it's been good traveling with. You guys said you were gonna head to the Citadel of the Moon in the south, didn't you?
Yeah, I believe you were.
Okay, well, ourselves on the Argosy, we were planning on heading to the Citadel of the Earth. It's at the minute they seem to have a good stock in of cannons. So, also, I'm going to be 100% honest. You guys seem really jinxed. Like every time we've flown with you at this point, like safe routes just seem to be dangerous when you guys are around.
Hey, we
Well,
said-
how does another safe route sound?
You have to explain to Logan what you mean there.
Well, you said safe routes.
Well, yeah, like the route between Sky Meadow and Duskwatch is supposed to be like basically completely safe. And on the way there, they got hit by like a weird freak wind, and on the way back, they got attacked by pirates. So they're like, "You guys are super jinxed."
Plus, we kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
As far as they're aware, like, you guys paid to take passage on their ship.
Oh.
That was what we established before. Like, basically, Istus did some magic stuff because she's a goddess to make it so that it wasn't weird that you guys suddenly appeared.
Okay, so they already knew we were there before we even arrived.
Yeah,
Sort
like
of,
from
yeah.
their perspective, they met you here in Duskwatch.
Yeah.
And you paid to come on board and come to and go to Sky Meadow.
Basically point out like, oh, I'm sure a third time, third time's a charm. I'm sure we'll be fine on this next journey.
Well, I mean, like, best of luck to you. I mean, we're literally heading in the complete opposite direction. If you wanted to come with us, then
oh right, okay.
if you cough up some coin, you can come to the Citadel. Yeah.
I was gonna
Wait,
say,
so
be aware of, they're going in the wrong direction to.
Yeah, they're heading north, and you guys are heading south.
if transport in and out of the city is blocked, how are they planning on doing that?
When you say that, Olaf starts laughing. Well, why do you think we're drinking in here? We gotta wait until they sort all this mess out.
Ah, fantastic idea. Let us join.
Well, I asked him before. He said, "Do you know anyone who's traveling in that direction? Does he know which ships, where we could find their captain?"
I mean, I tell you what, I can ask around the docks and see if any of my associates are heading that way. But if not, I can at least introduce you to the harbour master, see if you get something smaller, get a crew for yourselves, but I'll see what I can find for you. Tomorrow.
That'd be most appreciative. At that point, I say, why don't we drink then?
Drinks in,
Yep.
yeah.
And
Except for you,
like,
Risu,
oh.
child.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear like some voices from behind the bar, like, "We can't let that child drink."
Squash? Squash?
Orange juice?
Orange juice?
The squawk there.
I'm not a child!
Do you guys have any fruit shoots?
Shoot.
Oh wow, we're here with the real chicken.
I'm here for the real shoots.
Vegetable juice that they just got from Sky Meadow.
Doesn't that sound
It's
nice?
like really bitter and horrible.
I'm just gonna pull out from my bag that spaghetti ravioli and place it on the table. Just a handful.
Like pocket lids.
Yeah, and say, "Someone get me some cutlery."
Wait, you don't even have it in a bowl. You just stuck
No,
it.
it's just in my bag.
Pocket spaghetti.
Yeah, that's just what I mean. He doesn't even have a bowl that's in or a plate. He just stuck it on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, just dumped it on this dirty wooden table in this dive bar.
And he's asking for some cutlery.
Get me some cutlery.
I just
No one even responds.
I just watch you do this, and I'm like, are you fucking for real?
Olaf and Nadar just like sit looking at you, like jaws dropped, and like Nadar's a big dragon man, so like his jaw like almost touches the table when it drops.
I'm trying to find if I have anything that will help me with this. Screw it, I'm just eating it with my hands.
No, refuse that man a drink. Refuse that man anything.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
Okay. It does not taste good. It tastes like kind of like stale, almost rotten ravioli, and like you can taste pocket lint, and, like maybe some gunpowder. It's not safe to eat, but you can stomach it without dying.
Do I lose?
You really wanted to.
Do I lose any HP?
Not with a 15. You're okay.
Okay.
I don't think you'll get food poisoning.
Sweet. Round 2.
You just
Another handful out.
Yeah.
On the oh, yeah, actually, that's probably is it.
I think you should mark off your pocket spaghetti now.
Yeah, I'll do that. I said 0. That's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bar.
Okay. Again, this bartender feigns, feigns familiarity with you as soon as you come to the bar.
A lot of people seem to do this around here. Why is that? Should I?
Thieves' Can. Like, you would know as this is Thieves' Can.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, should it be concerning that plenty of other people are also have also got Thieves' Can?
There's like a weirdly high. Well, I don't say weirdly high so much as this just seems to be a very seedy area. If there are this many people who are conducting like illicit business,
right?
That they would need to use Thieves' Can for it. And you don't think all of these people using Thieves' Can are involved with gangs so much as they just know the language.
I see.
Because it's good for business.
Well, I'm just gonna roll it in. Hello, and greet the geezer. The geezer didn't ask.
Yeah, sure. It's
Give him a name.
It's a halfling. His name is Frederick. He's got like this little platform behind the bar that he walks along. So the bar is at the right height for human-sized patrons, and then there's a platform on either side of it. So halfling side, like you, could step up and still look over the bar.
Well, am I in halfling form at the moment then?
I assume you are.
Okay. Didn't state, but it's fine.
Unless otherwise stated, I'm going to assume.
Sure. I guess I'm a halfling for both campaigns.
Okay.
I
mean, you could have changed it to something if you'd wanted to.
Yeah, but then I have to like inform the team to go. I'm just going to disappear and reappear.
Go to the lavatory now.
You won't recognise me when I come back.
These clothes don't fit at all.
I'm a giant wearing
wearing a 5-year-old's clothes.
Exactly, just torn. It's hanging off me.
So this halfling man, Frederick, he's kind of like a portly fellow. It's like, oh, hello, mate. What are you doing
Hey, he's from Somerset.
Oh, hello.
All right, me lover.
Somerset, Frederick.
This is my halfling voice.
I think everyone in Somerset is a halfling.
Yeah. Shire.
It is the Shire, indeed. Right, yeah. So I'm gonna have I'll take a glass of mead, please. How about a yard of mead?
A yard of mead.
Yeah.
I don't know how much a yard is. But I'm just gonna say it's 2 silver pieces.
All right.
And he offers you something ale, and you're like, no.
No.
He's like, oh, go on, I just got a fresh barrel in. Go on, mate.
No. Mead will do me fine, thank you.
Oh, if you must.
Can I walk over and
Welsh
there. Tankard of ale?
Right, something I can do that for you. Right, get you something ale.
Oh god.
No.
He's already pouring out this.
No, I refuse to pay.
Foul brown smelling.
No.
An eye drops into it.
Yeah.
Plop.
I refuse to pay. I just will not buy. I just will not buy it.
Eventually he comes over. He's like, oh, all right then. I need something proper to drink.
Proper, but that's great. That's great. Ale.
Can I order food? I mean, I'm starving. We haven't ate for fucking ages, guys.
Is it something
We've
soup?
been like a week and we haven't eaten at all.
Give him something soup.
No.
I mean, we're more of a drink establishment. We've got bar snacks.
Yeah, fine.
He brings over like a bowl of peanuts that have probably been there for a week untouched. I think you're like immune to poison at this point though, so you can just eat the like food poisoning peanuts, and you'll be fine. I think that's a thing because you're a paladin.
I'm just not going to bother. I'm just going to take my
You
tank.
just like
I'm going to pay
look
for my
at
tank, and I'm just going to walk away.
I just say somehow in this universe we don't seem to get hungry.
None of us are starving
some
to death.
magical effect
Yep,
because
we
you're
haven't eaten
working
at
for a
all.
god.
None of us have starved.
You still have to drink alcohol regularly to keep up magical effect, though.
It seems like it.
Which is why Risu is so skinny at the minute.
Starving
She's
them.
so malnourished.
Damn.
Do we need to get you birdseed or something?
Just throw some bread on the floor.
You just push the peanuts towards me like this ain't good.
She
Bread's
doesn't have
super
the nut
bad for
allergy.
birds, dude.
There's some spaghetti on the table.
No, Ott's eating all of that.
Is that all gone?
Oh.
Yeah, he's polished that
You
off with his bare hands like
I was
the
gonna
monster
say you
he
wouldn't
is.
want any. You wouldn't want any of that. Eh?
The pocket spaghetti on the dirty dive bar table. I have no idea where that spaghetti came from, by the way, guys.
Maybe it just-
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
It's just there. Like I can't recall ever getting it.
No, you must have got it from. You must have got your pocket spaghetti from somewhere.
It has to have come from somewhere. I just haven't. I don't recall putting it in my inventory. Anyway,
Yeah.
did it do crisps or do crisps not exist?
Oh yeah, we got potato snacks.
Ah, excellent.
We do boiled potato, mashed potato, stick it in a stew potato. He's literally holding up like these bags of crisps though, and like printed on them in magical lettering is boil it, mash it, and stick it in a stew.
Oh,
Amazing.
potatoes.
Go on, which is your favourite flavour of potato?
Is mashed a flavour?
It is now.
Is anything else added to it, or is it just purely mashed?
You don't know. You have to buy some to find out.
I'm not buying shit off this place.
Buy
I
some
want
goddamn
some
potato.
stew potato.
One sec. I overhear this from the thing, and I run over and say, "I want the mashed." It's just like I just drop like a gold coin. I want mashed.
I'll have some. Actually, I'll take some stew potato and one extra to go, please.
They're like a copper piece each.
All right.
And yeah, so mashed potato, the equivalent of ready salted crisps, it turns out. But it's literally just a bag of mashed potatoes with salt. And
I'm just gonna point out that I am literally like I open up the bag and I am so happy that I'm just like,
you're just like scooping up mashed potatoes with your hand.
it's like I look up after, while I'm eating it and it's just like covered over my mouth and I'm just, like, mouth cheeks puffed out filled. I'm like, it's so good.
It's all in your whiskers. It's just a mess. Okay.
I polish off the bag and run up for another.
Yeah, they're a copper piece each, and he just like apparently has an infinite supply of potato.
Just keep
the
spending
stick
copper
it in
pieces.
Yeah, the stick it in a stew potato is actually all potato, but this is like sweet chili flavor.
Ooh, sweet chili. Nice.
Yeah.
I
And,
chose
like,
well.
the more you eat, like the hotter it gets, though, until it's not sweet at all. It's burning hot chili potato.
Oh, I'm gonna buy 5 more of these.
Okay.
I'm very
make a
full.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh fuck! Another one.
If you're eating all of them.
14.
Okay, you can feel your stomach gurgling as the chili stick it in a stew potato is reacting with the pocket ravioli in bad ways. You're probably going to regret this tomorrow morning.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Alright, are there any other shenanigans you guys are going
I'm just gonna drink my tankard in silence in the corner, and hope
Your
the others
tankard
don't
is
notice I'm there.
You mean your tankard of something ale?
No, I bought regular ale. God damn it!
No,
I'm not.
something ale. I'm pretty certain.
No, I got just regular
Yeah, he refused the something ale because he's just ungrateful. Like
Rizzy, you should order a round of something ale shots.
I was thinking I was just sat there with my fruit shoot, pouring it into a wine glass.
It's grape juice, guys.
It's almost wine.
Pretending you had red wine. It's like,
Yeah,
sophisticated. It's like,
yes,
okay.
very good. Yes, quite.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Risu, what are you doing? Are you just at the table at the minute with Nadar and Olaf?
Oh, I just don't want the peanuts. I would be tempted to get the sweet chili.
Okay.
I have some.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's nice. Yes, yeah, I'll take one.
Okay. And again, there aren't any eating implements, so you just have to scoop it out with your feathered wing hand to try and or tip the bag up into your beak to try and eat.
This is the saddest D&D game I've ever seen. It's just us sitting around eating weird potato, hoping we don't die.
What's weird is when baby birds are feeding and they do that weird neck thing.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, that's just the worst image I've ever imagined.
Yeah.
Can I just kill my character in game?
You just immediately run up and throw yourself off the edge of the island, and Namat has to roll up into character again.
No, please.
Puts his head
today, guys.
in front of a second, isn't it? Or was it third?
Yes. He's on the third character then. Alright. I'd say it's at this point while Risu is baby birding herself. That a woman, she seems to be a half-elf woman, and she's dressed in these grey, almost silver robes, and she's wearing a veil over her face, but it's not quite as decorative as a wedding veil, but it is sort of transparent, so you can still see what she looks like underneath it. Walks into the bar, and I think you're making yourself pretty obvious, Risu, doing this. Her eyes immediately go to you, and immediately go to your bow. And she literally glows with excitement when she sees you, though. Light radiates from her, and she rushes up to all of you.
Okay.
So she runs up. I'm like, oh no, stop
You're gonna
this!
Step in the way.
I'm just like, no, you stop this right now. We are not having any more. We are waiting until we can get to Nexus, and we just go in there. I ain't having none of your shit.
She looks at visibly confused at this cat who's blocked her way. It's like, no, but I had a vision. I need to speak to the person who is holding the holy bow.
Says, you can talk these holy fists in a minute. Now get the fuck out of this bow.
She is visibly taken aback. She puts up her hands and backs away. It's like, okay, I will. I won't bother you. Listen, my name is Ella. If you get the chance, please visit the Temple of Istus. I mean, I can put in a good word for you, so that they'll let you into the military side of the city if you want. If you need somewhere to stay, we've got bunks at
We've
the
already
temple,
met Istus.
or-
It's not that big of a deal.
Did you just flat out say that in character?
Yeah.
Her jaw drops to the floor.
I'm like, I just turned to Jeremiah and I'm like, no one knows that.
Wait, what did I miss?
People already know we're fate touched.
No,
Might
they
as well.
don't.
Plummets through the floor.
What did I
again
just miss?
Okay.
So, you knew that Priestess of Istus was looking for someone with a bow. One of them just came into the bar where you are and saw Risu. And now Jeremiah is running his mouth.
Oh dear.
In the worst way possible. I was just like, nah, just no, leave us alone, because I'm just done with this.
Done with this goddess who dropped you into the goddamn world.
Yeah, and it's like, I ain't having none of your shit. And then she's trying to say oh, it's if you need to come to the Temple of Istus. Shit. Then Jeremiah just turns around and says, oh, we've already met Istus. And I'm like, I'm like, no one knows this information.
It's a secret.
And then he turns around. What did you say after?
Is that what
he
fate
was
touched?
Fate touch. There's like no one else knows that. It's like Christ, that imp fucking woman just dropped this in here.
And
Oh,
like,
I
the
say- I
whole
actually say
room
that
goes
too.
silent as well.
It's like I literally say
Not
that as
just,
well. That
like-
imp fucking woman.
Like, you could hear a pin drop at this point, and like she just doesn't have any idea how to respond to you.
And you
Like,
just shouted that in front of a whole. Like,
Can I unironically say the meme? Haha, just kidding. Unless question mark.
At this point, obviously, with the whole room hearing this, I'm like, "We're coming with you," and I just grab everyone and like, we're going, we're leaving now. Oh my god, what?
but the
Okay.
Oh dear.
Someone had too much to drink.
Yeah, let's put him on that.
So-
He's talking nonsense. He's just drunk.
So, what is everyone else doing? So, YOLO
Yoda.
is going to gonna take up the offer to stay at the Temple of Istus for the night.
Yeah, I'm not staying in this area after that just got dropped.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna
redisguise
take-
myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with these lot to the
So
temple.
you're gonna disguise yourself and you're gonna change forms now, or
Not in front of everyone, obviously.
there we go. You can make a stealth
goodness.
check if you'd like to find where out of the way to try and do it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Stealth boy. It is 15.
Yeah, you can find like some. You can like after you've
Like
gotten
toilets
out of the bar, you
Or
can.
something.
Or yeah, you go into the toilets or whatever, and just like you go in as a halfling and come out as what do you want to
Does he
change
get
into?
disadvantage because of his eating the mashed potatoes?
Only if he actually uses the toilet.
Okay.
The potato. As well.
Potato.
Not
I'm making
potato. It's potato.
potato. I'm making use of facilities just in the not the normal sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So what are you going to change into?
So, what should I have a choice from? Let me have a look at. I'm gonna go.
Any race that you have seen, I think.
Have I seen any
You're like
gnomes?
200 years old. You will have seen stuff.
Gnome.
Yeah, you can be a gnome.
Sweet.
It's just like you shrink even further from when you like you've gone from like I don't know 3.5 to about 2 feet tall, and you're like a kid who's dressed up in like his dad's clothes right now, like they're hanging off you.
Oh shit! Right, I'm gonna. It's not late in the day, is it? I'm gonna quickly go find
It's
somewhere to buy some new
probably-
clothes.
Yeah, it's probably like mid-afternoon. You could
Sweet.
go to. You can find new clothes on the way.
Okay. Okay, I'll wait for everyone else outside. Perhaps just not in a really obvious stand by the door, kind of waiting for everyone to join sort of way.
Yeah, I mean you can keep your stealth check. Like 15's fine.
Sweet.
I'm not going to make you roll for every single.
Oh, imagine.
Because we'll be here for the next 10 years, and eventually you'll screw up.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Yeah, so Jeremiah has just ran his mouth and been like, haha, just kidding. Yolia's like, okay, we're going. What else is anyone doing? Virtue is like hiding his face. Like, oh my god, he just said that. Do these people know what fate touched are? Like, is that I don't know what.
And it would be too late to use the inspiration to turn on all this stuff, wouldn't it?
All this stuff is in like your stealth.
Everything Matt's done.
You can't undo what someone else has done. Man.
Okay, Matt, do you have inspiration? No, it's fine.
It's fine.
We're running
I said
with
we
it.
were joking. I said we
We're
were joking.
going to
Haha,
run with it.
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
haha. Only kidding.
Nice meme.
Unless
Unless-
we face.
I'm still like, no, I'm like following. I'm just gonna be like, I'm just like going. No, going, leaving. We gotta get. No one's not gonna believe this.
Yeah, why would anyone believe anyone who's fucking drinking at a pub and saying he's fate touched? No one's gonna fucking believe that shit.
You're not even drunk.
I mean, like,
Exactly.
how many of you had heard of being fate touched before? Like,
Not me.
you were told by Istus, and you guys are fate touch. So like,
It wasn't
these
until
guys
you
even
literally
know?
told. Yeah, it was literally until
Yeah.
you told us what it was.
Like, I've met Istus is a pretty big statement, but you could just be a crazy guy. What's weird is you're literally
exactly.
talking to a priestess of Istus, and she's taking you seriously.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, we gotta leave.
Yeah, but she's crazy.
She could be crazy. She could be drunk. You're in a bar.
She
Yeah,
just
exactly.
walked in.
She could have been drinking somewhere else.
They got
I
kicked
do
out
not
and
think
sent
a
here.
priestess of a temple be drinking now. Come on, guys.
You don't know what these like the Istus fate rituals. They get crazy.
I should know. She fucks imps. And I'm going to be calling her imp fucker while talking about her to these priestesses.
Okay. Is anyone else following Yolia?
Yeah.
I ain't
Okay.
trusting that happening.
Okay, awesome. In that case, yeah. Rob, you can pass through the innovation markets on your way through. Like, buy some gnome-sized clothes.
Exquisite.
And I don't know, it'll cost you like 2 silver pieces. Like, fairly nice-looking clothes. You got to, get a matching outfit, and
Gnome.
it's all about the style.
I'm gonna I'm gonna have the least conspicuous gnome clothes. I don't want to draw attention to myself.
Inconspicuous gnome clothes.
Exactly. Gnome clothes. There we go.
I'm a gnome, and you've just been gnomed.
What?
Not a goblin.
Gnome goblin.
The set of fighting
elf.
clothes that I've got in my inventory. What race are they for?
Probably human.
Human. Okay.
But, like, medium-sized creature. You're now a small-sized creature.
Yeah. Cool.
So while we're walking with this priestess, I ask, so what did this imp fucker give you as a vision then?
Wait, who? What? Him? What?
Dear.
Explain.
I mean, she didn't specifically give me a vision. It was the head priestess. She was basically given a vision that said of that bow, of Istus's bow. It's a divine symbol related to her. And she was told to bring the bearer of the bow to the temple and to perform a divination ritual, so that Istus could speak with.
So,
She ain't having my bow.
oh, she wants to speak to us now again.
Yes, I mean, it's quite an honor, isn't it, to speak to a god?
I just give him a look of like, she's...
Yeah, I start dragging my feet like.
It's like, you do realize that I'm what I'm calling her, right?
Yeah, what is this?
So I basically explained the whole...
No, don't, because you're gonna ruin her. She's not gonna want to fucking.
Hey, I don't believe in this god. I don't give a fuck.
Religion.
And
So, like, if you explain anything that's happened, like, she just looks at you like you're a crazy person.
and I say, and yet you're the one who found us.
Yeah, when we
Well,
go
of
in there.
course. I mean, your ally is carrying a device.
And yet you don't believe my story, even though that it's the one after
Well,
us.
your story is crazy. I
And
wish.
it's like, and she fucked an imp.
That's crazy.
Well, she
Hey.
did fucking imp. We
She
did kill
did.
the guy.
We didn't kill the guy. He was...
We nearly killed him.
No, we didn't.
Well, she fucking definitely did, or at least he's stuck in a state where he's basically dead.
Yeah, I wonder I wonder how often she's fucking him, right? Like that statue.
Oh dear, man.
I love blasphemy.
Alright,
It's
yeah,
so great.
Yeah, this priestess is just like, she's got her fingers in her ear, like la la la. Not this crazy la 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 la.
I walk and then slightly pull her hand away from her ear and say, "She fucks imps," and
Like,
just
at this point, you guys are probably getting quite close to the walls, and like there are guards looking over. Like, excuse me, priestess, are these people bothering you? Would you like us to get rid of them? Or maybe the cat. I mean, no. They're with me. It's fine. I'm taking them to the temple. They're acolytes, or they want to become acolytes.
I just give her a look of like, I don't want to be that fucking. It's like, I know you're telling some right there.
Yep. The Tabaxi lady has already actually taken a vow of celibacy. Something
It's
about
like-
imps. I don't know. I guess she must have a history.
It's like, I mean, that's why I'm definitely turned to Istus with imps.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she can offer you guidance on how to.
I should have transformed into an imp.
Oh yeah, I would have held your hand at this point just because.
Jesus
I won't do it
Christ.
now.
It's too late, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are various gates across the things. In fact, she will probably, rather than leading you through like the actual market districts, she'll lead you up like a set of stairs and along the actual towards the Temple of Istus, like towards the center of the city. And like so, from here you're able to get like a view of what it's like on the other side, and it is literally like night and day. Like the wall blocks the smog from getting onto the military side, and like before, like the buildings are kind of in a little bit of a state of disrepair. Like they're not all like slums and hovels, but it's kind of Victorian London sort of thing. Whereas this is much more it's just very beautiful. Like everything is all very elvish designs, and it's all very practical and functional there. Like nothing's like gaudy or like embellished with gold, but it's all just well maintained and clean. As you walk past the Watchers District, you'll see like there's a lot of like housing and barracks, and the Ella, the priestess, will explain to you that this is where the guards of the city, as well as their family, live, and deeper within this side of the city is where Duskwatch Keep is. It's where the magistrate who watches over the city lives, as well as the Navy uses. And she'll lead you through the and literally, like, as long as you're with her, no one challenges you. You've got the authority of the Temple of Istus as long as you're with a priestess.
Nice.
So no one challenges you and cross onto the other side of the city. You pass through the government and military center, and this place is like it's got like a lot of fortifications within it. It doesn't have like a solid wall surrounding the thing, but so much as a lot of like easily defensible locations. Like it was designed for, if there was a battle on the streets, this would be a good place to retreat to.
That's really specific.
This is a very
Forewarning, foreshadowing.
Yeah, I'd say that.
this is like the equivalent of Helm's Deep. Like this is the fortified city, where like if anywhere was going to come under siege, it would be here first. So yeah, she leads you through these streets, and they're kind of convoluted. Like before, everything was very practically laid out. Now it seems to almost be purposely laid out like a maze to try and get through these streets. But eventually, she leads you to literally, it's like the buildings are all clustered around you, and you can't see like where you're going at all. and then all of a sudden you step out onto a street and it's just open in front of you, and you see the temple of Istus in front of you, and it is this big stone, like it's like pale white stone cathedral in front of you with like stained glass windows and statues of. They look pretty similar to what Istus actually looks like when you met her, although she seemed sort of older in these statues than the Istus that you met.
Well, they say statues do add another 10 years to the body.
I point out that there seems to be no shrines to imps. Very odd.
Again, why would there be shrines to imps? I don't like. What is it with you and imps? Are you okay? Did
Yeah, the
it's
goddess
not
imp
fucked
hurt
him.
you?
Imp
I was
lover.
gonna say it's not me. Fuck the imp now.
We know.
Oh
Please.
goodness.
Why would Istus want to
Yeah.
speak to a crazy cat lady? I don't get it. Like, not to question
Yeah,
the gods or anything,
berries.
but
Oh, because if she didn't, she'd definitely want to after.
So can we actually
Um,
go speak to Istus then, or are we just gonna sit around and insult her?
Oh, mate, I'll
Just
insult her to
insult
her
her
face.
outside of her temple.
Mate,
I don't
I've
think
insulted
she'd
her in
want to
front of
speak
her.
to us, would
Yes,
she?
you have.
Mate, you should all know by now. It's like, yo, doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, she's
I
very
actually-
chaotic. A lot.
Chaotic neutral, to be precise.
Okay.
That's me.
So yeah, if you enter into the temple, it's literally like a Christian cathedral. It's like rows of pews and all stained glass windows. This long main hall with extremely high ceiling.
I go, no wonder she likes small children.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Jeez.
Come on, you can't. You got to make it subtle.
Yeah, God, what's the low hanging fruit here, Alec?
Hey, you've made it low hanging.
Alec.
I'll pick it whatever I could.
And waiting for you is another woman who is she's wearing a similar robe to Ella, the one who picked you up, picked you guys up, but this time it's got like more of like a gold trim. She's holding this. It's not actually gold so much as it's gold plated, like a spinning wheel, similar to the one that is Istus's holy symbol that she carried when you met her. And she is not wearing a veil at all. She greets you.
Oh, put some clothes on. Oh, jeez.
I said a
Oh.
veil.
Filthy.
It's like, oh God, she's so ugly. Put a veil on. Okay. So she greets all of you. It's like, you must be the fate touch that Our Lady wished to speak to.
She won't be
Damn
one to
straight.
speak to us soon.
Yeah.
I just say,
Alex has anything to do with it.
Yeah, we're tired and we actually haven't like gone to bed yet. Can we just like find whoever this is?
this is in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'm an old
What's-
man. Remember, I'm RPing. My character's old. He needs
Yeah.
to sleep.
The
want
future's
Christ,
now,
you
old
bastard.
man. We continue.
God damn it.
He's been jumping between
fuck, I
ships.
was
In fact,
talking
no, that was
to
yesterday.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like,
you haven't jumped between ships today. You're fine. I've done a death-defying stunts in at least 12 hours.
Okay. What's strange is actually you recognize this woman's voice. It is almost identical to the spirit that Istus sent to gather all of you at the beginning of the campaign. But she, in fact, when she's addressing you as well, like she ignores pretty much the whole party and basically just addresses Risu.
That's just fucking rude.
I've
I mean, like a hello.
I mean, like, are
Deeply
you
offended.
carrying the fucking magic artifact, or are you just a tagger?
Bitch. She
God
says
damn
that to you.
Right. I'm gonna go to sleep. See ya. I'm just gonna nap on the floor.
it just fucking drops.
And it's like, no, excuse Mr. Fate Touch, I can lead you to the bunks if you want. I mean, this is This is
Go
just
fuck
it's
yourself.
all
No.
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up. Just make it known that I'm bored.
Sleep standing up.
Harold!
Swap out glasses that make your eyes look like they're open.
Yeah.
Just wait here. Oh.
Okay. And she's like, the head priestess is, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Eva. And I am the head priestess of
Good
this
name.
temple. What'd you say, Matt?
Nothing.
I literally didn't hear, so
No, nothing.
No,
nothing.
that's the whole
Okay.
point.
Yeah.
it's fine. Do I have to make a perception check IRL?
Do it.
Yeah.
It's a natural 1.
You heard fucking nothing.
I heard nothing.
You're getting fuck all, son.
All right. Yeah. So Eva greets you, and again, she's speaking like directly to Risu, and she's like not really paying any attention to the rest of you and your shenanigans. The other priestess is just sort of trying to like corral you all and trying to stop you from spouting heresy. In the holy place.
Which means we're so fucking good that a god has touched us and made sure we're holy, and we're going to be killed for heretical talks.
I mean, you're not going to be killed, but you are just like spouting heresy right now.
Yeah,
Like, can you imagine just like walking into the Vatican and going like, "God molested babies," and then like screaming that at the Pope?
Mate,
All right then.
of course I fucking would.
Goodness.
Okay.
If I'd have seen it with my own 2 eyes,
Okay.
and I know what I saw.
You definitely met the imp, and you met Istus.
And the way they both talked about each other, you knew what they were doing.
Okay.
They were in love.
They were in love. Goddamn
They
fangirls.
I remember.
Okay. Where the hell did you find that, Sarah?
I made it.
I was
Oh,
just about to say, is that your?
I was gonna say
Really good.
that's pretty goddamn
Jesus
impressive.
Christ. Jesus, show that to the stream, Rob.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no,
Holy
that's
balls! Yeah,
actually really
I'll see if I
good.
can do that.
You just click open original, it'll give you a full thing.
Hey, where's Taito?
Yeah, I haven't got title there yet.
There.
We haven't
Man,
heard from him in this game.
That's
Is he still
crazy.
with us?
We heard from Pappy earlier.
How long?
Yeah.
How long did it
Oh, yeah,
take you
we
to
heard
do
from
that?
Pappy a lot.
I've been doing it while we were when we started.
You've just been doing it in.
Can you do
Just
pictures
a
of all of
session.
us? God damn it.
That's a lot to ask.
Yeah, especially for
no,
my character.
Do them now.
Do it for every
No,
single
do them
one of the
now.
entities
Do them
I've
now.
done.
Do them now. I'm not going to pay you either. I'm gonna be really entitled
wanna-
about this.
Rob,
And when you get
say-
annoyed,
wow.
and when you're like,
Exposure.
Yeah, pay your
Yeah.
own
no, yeah, I'll give you exposure, but I
But I
won't
was-
really.
Give
I'll
you a
kind of
shout out
crop-
on Rob's
I'll-
stream with all
Yeah,
zero.
no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop your name out of the corner of your signature. So it's
I was just about to say you got to do the classic company commission. It's like, can you do this for us last week, and we won't pay you, but we'll give you exposure to our 1.500 subscribers and followers.
no, you're not even going to get that now.
1.500, brilliant.
You've been so rude to me. Your
150
customer service is
people.
awful.
Oh.
Never going to get free stuff off you again because I don't want it.
Awful fucking life.
This is the life of an artist.
And then you'll just tweak the colours and sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sell like 6 different varieties,
Yeah,
or would should just palette swaps.
just mirror
Yeah.
it.
That's crazy. What did you do this on? The iPad Pro?
No, I'm on the computer at the moment on Clip Studio.
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
I don't know.
I,
Is it like
Yeah,
Photoshop?
Spelling of
myself.
Dead Slow.
I've heard of it. I follow
It just sounds rather hipster. Never heard of it.
Oh wait, do you have one of those paint pads, whatever they're called, for the PC?
A graphics tablet.
That's the one.
Yeah.
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 Neat.
Paint pad.
Yeah.
That's like,
Do you use it to play Osu? Because that's what I see a lot of people play Osu
The
with.
detail in the ankles as well. That's neat. That's so cool. I'm more impressed by the ankles than the rest of it.
But the ankles.
Fucking
I was
hell,
like,
Rob.
yeah, alright.
He's got an ankle
Rob,
effect.
So,
Okay.
Okay.
sweet looking ankles.
Rob,
A little
Rob,
2-year-old
Rob,
bird ankles.
Rob from the fucking 1940s here. My God.
Goodness gracious, check out the ankles on her.
It's
Wow,
also
dude.
the fact that it's also an anthropomorphic bird, so you're like the fucking 1940s furry.
Jesus Christ. Says the guy playing as a cat.
Hey, shut up.
Those delicious ankles.
She's like, I was just like
Okay.
beads and
Please,
things.
before we
Yes.
continue this line of conversation
Yeah.
let's go back to D&D and not talk about 2-year-old bird ankles.
I should have completely fucking forgot that you do as well.
Almost 3.
I am in 2 3/4.
Oh my
In
god.
bird
Oh,
years, you're
no,
probably
Rob.
like 4 or something, but
Oh no, Rob.
because
you
like 3 is
pedophile.
just about an adult for your age.
You pedophile.
But I meant
Rob.
like, I did like extra things. I was like, yeah, cool, wings, pouch, neat. But then there's like beads and there's
No,
weird.
Rob. Rob, that's
Too late now, Rob.
just a pedophile now,
I
Rob.
can't.
Man, I tried to get us
Very
back on topic and I ruined
There
it.
is no
You
going
really
back.
did.
Be me, Rob,
Very-
playing
Rob.
D&D. Sees hot bird ankle. Gets big boner. Gets boner. Here's its 2-year-old bird ankles. Boner fucking rips through trousers.
I don't even remember what was happening anymore.
I think in the game everyone's just staring at Rissu's ankle.
Oh man, no.
Gnome artist like gone off. He's like, oh, I can get.
Check out them. Check out them ankles. Jesus.
Kill me.
This should be the title of the stream.
I,
2-year-old
yeah.
bird ankles.
I guess I'm a furry now.
This is how you become one.
Okay, there's probably like a name for like a bird fairy, like a feathery or what.
Well, there's definitely one for
There's like scaly. for lizards.
Scaly, yeah. There's
Oh
scaly.
no. Hey, you guys would know.
Rob, your stream is just. Can you just change your stream to bird ankle?
Bird ankle. Oh, that reminds me. I
Yeah,
forgot to
that's
change
the
the
name
name.
of this session.
Yeah, bird ankle.
Okay.
Just watch session 6. There you go. Stream name updated.
Awesome.
Oh,
Awesome. Just kill me.
only
Yeah,
2
so
yeah.
yeah, I'm not even gonna bother role playing this now. Immersion is well and truly ruined. The High Priestess will offer to provide a ritual to basically allow you to divine into Istus's realm and speak with her. It will take
I
some
don't
time
want
to
to.
set up.
Is
I
that
don't
just
want
me? Because she was just talking to Rasulian, wasn't she?
She's only talking to Rasulian. She of you.
So I guess my question is that including everyone?
I mean, it can. Are they with you? Like, I was only told about the divine relics. So, who are these people? And at which point, the other priestess like chips in it. I mean, they claimed to be fate touched, and then said they were only joking. So I don't know.
We
They're
were
my
really
undisclosed
joking
The cat
about
keeps
it.
spouting heresy. I'm not okay with this.
What a bad priest! You invited these strangers not knowing that they're with me?
I'm terribly sorry. Please forgive me, fate touch.
What a bitch.
Just on a side note, the furry term for people who prefer birds is featheries.
There we go, February.
You were right.
Excellent. I know.
Turns out I knew this all along.
This is
So Rob is a feathery.
It's going right on my bio, my Tinder bio.
Closeted
Feathery,
feathery.
2 years or younger.
Oh no!
Must only show ankle.
That can be your profile picture, those ankles.
Oh, if you don't look like this, you're not perfect for me.
It's just like with like a red circle highlighting the.
You must have desirable circle.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, she can provide the ritual so that everyone can speak to Istus since
Yeah.
you have asked.
Yes, I'd like to speak to the. I mean, it's just.
Don't ruin it.
Fuck
Hey,
it.
Hey, I'm trying not to. I can't help it. That's all I
This
know.
one's like a massive heretic.
Like a little twitch.
Like
She's gonna see me and be like, "I know exactly what you."
Been
but,
completely thrown off.
Oh,
Literally,
Mate, next level derailed.
yeah, I'm broken. Why is this every single goddamn time?
What are we even doing now? What
I
are
don't
we
know.
even doing?
Who
I don't
are
know.
we? Who am I?
Let's get this combo going with him, fucker. I mean,
Alright,
Istus.
cool.
Oh,
You are like taken up to like one of the spires in the church, and Yolia is thrown off, and then the ritual begins.
I'm like, "Hey!"
Slow fall. Ha!
I'm just like flipping off Istus when I can see him. Like, "Fuck you!"
Okay. Yeah. So the ritual begins. I don't know. She lights some candles. She places this like gold-plated spinning wheel in the center of the room, and like light shines through the stained glass window and illuminates the spinning wheel, and then it grows brighter and brighter until eventually it's blinding. And once again, all of you are stood in this divine realm. Sort of this endless tapestry stretches out below you, and it's like so enormously large that you can actually make out any of the details of the tapestry. And in front of you is Istus, and she is glaring at Yolia.
Say
I'm just like, "Hey, fucker."
So I was gonna speak to you because I actually intended like telling you guys more, like, you know, giving you some actual information rather than just throwing you out into the world last time. But then as soon as you idiots opened your mouth, I remembered exactly why I sent you off in the first place. And it's because I could not bear to spend one more second in your presence than I actually had to.
ouch.
Hey, I wasn't the worst person to be around.
Shut up,
Yeah,
changeling.
Anyway,
like,
I'm gonna kneel, guys, because we made, you know, it is a goddess, you know.
Yeah, you are a paladin.
Yeah, I'll kneel. I've got RP.
While he kneels, I lean on him while he's kneeling. You're the one who's fucked him.
I did not. Okay. I'm just gonna gloss over this conversation. We're going in circles here.
You already said that because you fucked him.
Oh, goodness.
So, you know, I was gonna like compliment you guys, say congratulations, you managed the tiefling, you managed to repel this entity's servants. I was gonna, at least tell you guys that you're doing a good job, that you're on the track. But fuck you guys.
But you just said nothing.
I've done nothing.
Yeah,
You
I
just-
came
I've
here
done nothing.
respect and
Right.
being respectful and taking
Alright,
an.
you're
I haven't done
you're cool.
anything.
You're cool.
I'm just like, hey. It's like, I don't like you either. You fucking put me here.
You agreed. I gave you a choice.
That wasn't really much of a choice, now was it?
I could have found a better fate touch than you.
No, you wouldn't. Trust me.
Well, I mean, you say that, but actually, I have already sent another party of fate touched to this world.
Rude.
Well, maybe if you guys stopped calling me imp. Problem, huh?
I like that the mic cut out.
Oh, that's
as he
perfect.
walked.
Self-censoring.
Censoring.
You guys know what I said.
No, what did you
I just
say?
Fine.
I'm just like, well, you shouldn't have fun with it, now, should you?
Ugh.
All right, listen. I've actually have called you here for a reason, and it was that I wanted to explain to you what the hell is going on, rather than just throwing you out into the world like a bunch of country bumpkin idiots who have no idea what's going on.
Hey, I'm from the jungle, not the country.
Shut up, furry.
Like how there's no shit.
I'm not
given.
listening to you anymore.
I swear
got
to
rid
me,
of
if I didn't need you.
What can I say?
Unfortunately, you guys are
Actually pretty competent, so I'm going to continue relying on you.
Some of us are.
Basically,
Guys.
me.
I saw your ace piloting there, Art.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so
I guess I'll just kill myself.
Okay.
So the pirates that you fought, they, at the very least, the captain of that group of pirates, he works for an entity, and he's not an entity from this universe. And I don't just mean like how you guys are from a different world. I mean he's literally from completely outside the system.
So- I put out. So is he Dormammu?
I've never heard of this Dormammu. I don't know what you're speaking about. Stop talking, furry. I'm not listening to you anymore.
We should
He's-
just tell him we've come to bargain, and he will totally just stop. He's doing.
well,
I'm not sure bargaining's going to be a great plan. This has happened before in this world. An entity from outside of, well, it's called from the far realm. The area outside of our system, outside of the known universe, has attempted to invade Horizon 4. And my sister, the goddess of magic, at the time her name was Mithras. Well, no, at the time her name was Mithra. She gave her life to help repel this invasion. It's what came to be known as the Cataclysm on Horizon. Whatever this being is, it's trying to get in, and it's not the same as the one that attempted to break in before. And put simply, the magic that allowed my sister to help simply doesn't exist anymore. She erased that magic from the world. So that's why I had to send Fate Touched. She can't protect the world anymore, and I can't protect the world myself, but you guys are the next best thing. Whatever this thing is, it is from outside the world, and it doesn't exist within our rules. Up could be down for it. It doesn't work the same way, and around it, things can change. Nothing quite works. The reason that I sent you to find Virtue was that he was headed to Nexus, and that is the place where this other being came into the world. Thought if you could get there, maybe you could find some answers about this creature.
Okay.
And yeah, I wanted to, at least let you guys know that you guys are doing well. And I mean, my priestesses here in Duskwatch will help you if you need anything.
Food. Not
Feed
potatoes.
us.
But you had so many potatoes earlier.
I thought they were just chips, crisps.
Those mashed potatoes.
No, it's mashed
were, yeah.
potatoes
Oh, sweet.
in a crisp packet.
Ah, right. Weird. Okay.
I need to sleep.
They don't
Thanks,
have the
Ethan.
manufacturing thing for making, crisps.
Hell
So
chips.
it's just mashed potato in a bag.
Ah.
But yeah, and I wanted to let you guys at least know what was going on. And I'll admit I should really apologize for just throwing you out into without saying anything, but you guys were literally just being dicks.
Hey, not all of us.
Like, how many mortals do you think I speak? Because, like, literally every mortal I ever speak to immediately, it's like, to the knees. It's like, oh, great goddess, thank you for blessing me with your presence. No, you guys like, you fucked an imp.
Not all of us.
I
Shut up, you
only,
did it.
I only spout truths.
The only one who didn't is Jeremiah.
That's because he's a loser.
When did I?
And
did
you're a
last time.
furry, and we know who won in the lottery of life.
And,
Oh, great goddess Istus, we do apologize for Yalia's actions. And
And I just look over and say, I don't.
I
know you don't, asshole.
apologize for everyone else except for
I am-
Yalia.
I am
Those
here to
actions.
help as much as I can and as much of a cunt to you as I can be.
Well, I appreciate that you're here to help, and if there is anything you'd like to ask, I'm happy to answer it.
Did you actually fuck the imp?
No,
I don't believe
I
you. I
did
don't
not.
know. Prove it.
Is
God,
it
let's
not
do you
Fuck
have
him right
any-
now
Oh,
as proof that
goodness.
you fuck him.
God.
Is
I'm
it
gonna,
not-
I'm gonna slam my
lit-
greatsword into the ground, just so it makes such a deafening silence.
Oh,
that
I'll
you
tell
guys
you
will
what.
Shut up about imp fucking.
I mean, it's got to be refreshing to not have people bow down and be all in awe of the goddess.
I mean, I'll be honest, it is kind of like, here's the thing, like, I will go back to the imp one
Goddess,
last time.
don't.
Right, I'm just gonna do
Don't enable it. Don't
witch.
enable it.
Logan, I'm just gonna do witch bolt real quickly, kind of 5 meters away from everyone else.
Okay. You just, like, shoot out this, like, tether of lightning.
Yeah, just gotta shut everyone up.
Okay. Okay. It's like, well, look, most people are just, like... It's kind of weird being a god because you know everything, and you know everything about everyone. You know everyone. But, like, me especially, I'm very separate. So, I'll admit I screwed up, and
It's because you know the future as well, isn't it?
the future's kind of weird in that it hasn't happened yet. But, like, I've got ideas. Like, to some degree, I make the future, or maybe I just write it down. I'm not 100% sure. But, I mean, I am grateful that you're all here, that you've all agreed to help with this, and I will offer you any assistance that I can, but I'm literally not capable of just manifesting in the material plane and solving all your problems for you. If I could, then I wouldn't need you. But I can at least give you some advice or give you some answers if you have questions that aren't related to imps.
Where do we go next?
Where do you want to go next?
What do you need us for? Why are we
I-
here?
You just explained that.
I literally just told you.
It's like I literally turned to Art, and it's like I might be taking the piss.
Why are we
But at least I pay
here?
attention.
I mean, do you mean like metaphysically?
Yeah.
Or
Why are we
specifically
here?
right here? Or like,
We're just a confused bunch of travelers.
I mean, like, it's one of life's great mysteries. Why is anyone here?
What do you want with me?
Thank you, Goddess Istus. I think we'll be on our way.
Yeah, I think the productive part of this conversation has passed now.
Oh yeah, it does.
And with that, she claps her hands, and the bright light returns, and you are back in the room.
Excellent.
And literally no time at all has passed on Horizon. And I think that's probably as good a place as any to end the session.
I say to the priestess in front of us just before we finish, right, well, we know what we're doing with the info now, let's go.
Yeah.
Heresy! And you're thrown out of the window.
Slow fall.
Yeah.
I'll
Bitches,
take a
fuck
knee
you.
and say
Record scratch.
I'll
Yep,
take a knee,
that's
say
me.
thank you, bow, and leave.
Now you're probably wondering how I got here.
Okay. The head priestess bows back to you and thanks you for your time. And she does genuinely believe that your fate touch this ritual actually worked. And she offers you any assistance that she can give, since you guys are agents of her goddess. Food, beds.
A food and a place to sleep, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, I mean, I can continue on the session. I'm just
Yeah, let's get
people
quite
work
late.
tomorrow.
If it's getting
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
shit.
All right, in that case, we'll end the session there.
And
You guys can all have food and beds for the night within the bunks at the cathedral.
Yes.
Sweet.
Good game, everyone.
Good game.
Good game.
Good game.
Good
Good
fucking-
game. Gamey game.
You don't level up this time.
Oh, what? I thought we'd do it every session.
Yeah, every session.
Can
To
we?
level 20 immediately.
Yeah.
Dang.
Anyway, I would stick around. I've got to put the bird to bed and feed the fox because
I'll stick
I'm home
around.
alone right now.
I'll stick
Also-
around, but I'm going to have a barbecue.
Wait, I'm sorry. Feed the bird and wait, put the bird to bed and feed the fox. Is that?
Yep.
Bro, you have a fox as a pet?
Not as a
What?
pet, it just comes into our garden.
Oh,
It's
right.
an asshole. My parents are like,
I
feed the
must visit your place now
Yeah.
because I must see
it's
this.
like really ballsy. It comes like right out into the open garden.
Well, you are encouraging it by feeding it.
Yeah.
That's how you tame.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still not going to go out there and
Offer it your flesh.
offer it my
It
my
won't take
delicious
your-
raw flesh.
It wouldn't take your raw flesh anyway.
Yeah, it's gotten used
Boring.
to human food now.
It prefers cooked.
Human food instead of human flesh.
Yeah.
Invite it in for dinner.
Right, I'm gonna
I invite it round for
head on
tea.
my way.
Yeah, I'm going to do
Yeah.
the same.
Potato.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
this
coming
game.
on, guys.
Thank you.
See ya.
See ya.
See you all. I'm going to go off as well. Peace.
Sweet.
Peace.